I'm Heather.
And when?
You go be better, you go be faster, faster, faster. Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Heather.
I'm Anwen.
Today is the second day of Shorty September. We're on a roll. Today's book is a mom shorts book. It's a comfort read. And it is
7 Ghosts.
7 Ghosts by Chris Priestley. So it's a mom shorts book. It's a comfort read because even though it's like a ghost stories thing, it's a ghost stories thing for kids. So we might read it together. We've done a bit of reading it together already and I've enjoyed it so far.
Kid.
What do you mean you're not a kid?
I'm 8.
Oh my god. Okay. The idea for this one, we've read a Chris Priestley one before and we liked it. It was good. So this one, the idea is it's like a tour guide through a haunted house. So it's a bunch of kids.
No,
and they all
it's
do.
a girl.
Well, a tour guide girl, yeah. Well, it's not like, you know, it's not like actor and actress. It's just tour guide, whether it's a girl or a guy.
It's a girl. Oh.
Okay, so it's a girl tour guide and she's taking these kids through a haunted house and telling them stories. The reason they're there is because they told their own ghost stories. They wrote their own ghost stories and they won a prize. So now she's taking them through this house and it's got actual ghosts in it. And she's also telling these ghost stories about the actual ghosts that are in it, and the kids are like, they aren't real ghosts, obviously. But then this one kid thinks he just saw one and now he's like not sure if actually maybe they are actually real. But we're only on the first ghost and there's 7 of them.
Well, first ghost gets shot, holding a kite in his hand, and then the other kid steals it, and then the dead kid like walks in his room, and then the alive kid feels like the dead kid pulling a kite from his hand in the bed.
It's creepy. It's good. I'm enjoying it. It's creepy. I like it. As an older lady also appeared. She turned out to be Sir Michael's elderly mother-in-law, Lady Agnes. Lady Agnes was dressed all in black, and her slow, jerky movements reminded Maisy of an insect. She peered at Maisy from behind her black veil. Maisy wanted to pull her arm away. The old lady scared her. Healthy, too, said Lady Agnes, raising her bony hand to Maisy's face. Look at those rosy cheeks.
Why do they decorate you when you die?
Well, you know, you don't want to be looking a mess when you sort of have your send-off.
Like, what if boys die?
Well,
what
I mean, well, they just look their best anyway, you know. Put them in all their Sunday best.
Then you've got to sing the energy song.
Let's not sing the energy song until after lunch. Okay, we're gonna go get coffee. But Mr. Hank, our dog that died recently, his ashes came this week and we are not okay. So we've been taking Maisy like everywhere with us. Like, I don't know, I feel like she might be depressed or something, just stuck in the house on her own as now like the only dog. She hasn't been the only dog for like 11 years, so we're taking her with us everywhere. But she's like mildly reactive sometimes to some dogs. Like, she's like the most placid little greyhound. But then every once in a while, just out of nowhere, she'll see like the loveliest, sweetest, sort of mildest dog and just be like, fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna tear you out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And she like rears up and she just loses her damn mind. But it's only rare, you know, so I feel like it's okay. Just sort of walking around with like a Russian roulette situation, but I feel like it'll be fine. So we're gonna go to a coffee shop, read our book with the dog. Ready to go get coffee, Squish Butt?
Yeah.
Take Maisy?
Yeah.
We go get coffee, Mace. Oh, let's go get coffee. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's go. You're doing that right fast. Oh, you're going so fast. Look at you. You're a wild woman. You're a wild animal. Okay, quick book update. we're on our 5th ghost. So the 4th ghost was actually quite cool. And that, I think what happened, so I'm not sure, I think we find out more information sort of later on about what's going on with this weird house. But it sort of sounds like he was attacked by a monster of his own invention. Like he wanted to make this other kid scared, so he made up a monster and then it like actually existed and then attacked him. I don't know. But basically, each time it's like a kid, something happens with a kid and a kid dies, and then the kid haunts the person that killed them or like haunts the house and just sort of stays there and then adds to this collection of like kid ghosts. And I think we're supposed to still be under the impression that the ghosts aren't real, that it's just stories. But oh, everyone disagrees. But I feel like everyone sort of still thinks it's sort of coincidence that weird stuff is happening. They don't think it's like actual ghosts. I don't know if it is actual ghosts in the end. That's just sort of what I assume. Don't know. We'll see. I'm really enjoying this one. I'm really liking it. But I will say the other Chris Priestley one that I read most recently that I thought was like actually a bit scary, like maybe a bit too scary for kids, may have been like geared toward an older kid crowd. Like it was clearly for kids, but maybe like, you know, 12-year-old kids. Whereas this one maybe like the writing and everything, maybe geared more towards sort of Anwen's actual age, like 8 years old-ish. Not that that's bad. But you know, sort of younger-ish kids. I'm still really enjoying it. I still like it, but I think it might sort of like, I don't know if you can see, sort of, it's sort of bigger-ish text and like actually the writing itself as well is maybe geared toward like younger kids. I don't know, but I still like it. I'm still enjoying it. I think it's still cute. Maisy, what should we do now? Oh, should we, I don't know. Should we go to the park? Should we go to the park? Should we go to the park? Go to the park? Oh, should we go to the park? Wait, hold on. You gotta put your thing on. We're gonna go to the park. You gotta chill out. Hold on. Okay, I've come up now to talk about the book, which I just finished, and I will do in a minute, but I had like a bit of story time, like something I was thinking of earlier today. So Ammon and I, and James actually as well, we went to town earlier today and we met up with Sarah from Year 2 Shelf and Shan from our Storytime, and also Sarah's kids, and Anwen and one of Sarah's kids. They're quite good mates, like they're pen pals, and it's really cute. Like they always get on like a house on fire whenever they're together. And also like her kids are lovely, like they're really well behaved and like, you know, like mild and just lovely. And I just feel like if my kid hangs out with her kids more, maybe it'll like rub off on my kid. Like maybe instead of me having to like, I don't know, do like the extra special work of parenting my child to make her like more mild and like well behaved, maybe if she just hangs out with Sarah's kids more, like maybe it'll just sort of like by osmosis, I don't know, make her like a better behaved child instead of like a wild animal. It never works, but you know, like a girl can hope. Anyway, okay, we went to the market for food, which is lovely, but then we went to bubble tea because Sarah's kids like really into bubble tea, and it made me think, okay, like Seattle when I was in university, about 2005, when I was sort of like just starting university, this like bubble tea fad just slammed into Seattle and everything was about bubble tea. And I don't know if just like Cardiff now is just like 20 years behind Seattle on this like weird fad of the bubble teas, or if it hit Cardiff at that same time and then fizzled like it did in Seattle, and then now it's just hitting again like a brand new group of people, like it's just a new generation that has no idea what bubble tea is. Anyway, like, okay, I know this is like a rambling story now and it's like going on for ages, like, oh my god, okay, but I'm gonna try to get to the point. Sorry. Anyway, we were in the bubble tea place and I suddenly had like all these crazy memories about my life in 2005 and how everything was about bubble tea. Anytime you met anyone new or any group of people for anything, you met at bubble tea. And you'd be like, we're going to bubble tea. And they'd be like, yeah. And they'd be like, which bubble tea? Like the bubble tea on 42nd or the bubble tea on 43rd? You know, like that. Anyway, I was on Craigslist personals, okay? I don't know if you're old like me and you know what that is, or if you have no idea, but it's like pre-Tinder, okay? I've never been on Tinder. I got married before Tinder existed. Like, you know, dating apps, things like that, they weren't around. If you wanted to do it, you had to do like things at the dawn of internet dating, which was Craigslist. You could sell your couch on Craigslist. You could sell, like, sublet an apartment on Craigslist. But you could also put like a notice on Craigslist, which was like, hi, Heather, 19, likes long walks on the beach, please no one over so-and-so height, you know, like just shit like that, okay? Like, just be really pretentious and awful. And then I used to date guys who answered my Craigslist personal ad. And there was this one guy who was like a Croatian refugee who was clearly 15 years older than me at the least, okay? But I obviously didn't choose a person who was 15 years older than me. Like, he must have just lied about his age or not put it, or I don't know, whatever. Anyway, he like worked on these fishing boats and was super dodgy, and I loved dating that guy. He was so dodgy. Like, it's something about me and red flags, I don't know. But there's also this like comedian guy who was the least funny guy on earth. Like, everything about him was painfully serious and just took just like it was hurtful. It was hurtful to my face that I had to hang out with that guy. We hung out for approximately like an hour and a half, and then went our separate ways and never talked to each other again. He never contacted me. I never contacted him. It was just the worst. But there was also this English guy who I never thought about at the time, but he'd moved to America, I think, when he was about 5 years old. And it's like, if you moved here when you're 5 years old, why are you so painfully English? Like, I don't know. Is it that that sort of thing just stays with you from age 5? Or is it that you're sort of, I don't know, like artificially like continuing the Englishness, you know? Like, his parents were illy English, though, to be fair. His dad like went to Sandhurst or something. Anyway, I just had this like wild thought about all this random crap about bubble tea, and also how I'm completely uninterested in having bubble tea ever again. It's like, you know, it's like this sort of like tea thing, or like this like smoothie type thing, and it's got like the tapioca bubble balls at the bottom, and like you always sort of get them up the straw on accident, like unexpectedly, and they like hit the back of your throat, like ugh, and then just have like the consistency of balloons. Do you know what I mean? My kid tried it. She was like, ooh, this is gonna be amazing, I'm gonna try it. And I think she liked the smoothie part, but the balls part was not for her. She was like, do I have to drink this? Also, I don't think I ever mentioned, like, the connection between the Craigslist dating and the bubble tea is that all of my Craigslist dates happened at bubble tea places. It was always like they'd contact me and be like, should we meet for bubble tea? Oh my god, I think I have bubble tea PTSD. Sorry, that was hideously long, but look, I finished it and I loved it. I'm gonna go with 4 stars on that one. Like, it has like a twist, shocker, unexpected ending. Like, I mean, I saw it coming, you know, it wasn't unexpected for me because I'm old, but, you know, to the average kid reading this book, I think they would be shocked by the ending. They'd be like, what? Did not see that coming. Brilliant. Creepy, like a bit, you know, like unsettling creepy. Like, I liked it. 4 stars. So that's comfort read, and I was comforted by it. I think it did its job. Tomorrow's one, I think I'm gonna go with 70s and 80s book, and on my schedule, like, you know, my whole plan that I was gonna do, I have down that I'm gonna read Barbara the Slaver by Dale Forrest. I won this off Siân and Bert through like a Garb August giveaway last year, and I'm really excited to read it because there's like 4 or 5 of them. But I don't know if I'm feeling it for tomorrow, really. Like, honestly, it's like really small text. Like, I think I want to have like a chill Sunday. I don't really know. So I think I'm gonna give it a try, have a go with it, see what happens, and if not, maybe switch to the mezzanine, which the problem with this one is that it's like, you know, so and so number of pages, but that quite a lot of it is really small text added on as like disclaimers or sort of like side note text. So I think that it would take longer to read it than what the sort of like 142 pages would suggest. I don't want a really long one, but I do think that I would enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? It would just be quite long. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts? Anyone have any thoughts? Anyone read these? Like, which one should I do? You know, like, should we do like a vote? Like A, B? Thoughts? Okay, if you've got this far, thank you for watching. I know that I've just basically doubled the video in just this one sit down, which is annoying, but it is still my plan to make shorty videos shorter. So tomorrow's video is definitely going to be shorter, I promise. Okay, do you have any thoughts for me? Any questions? Okay. Any comments? How's your Shorty September going? Have you read anything that is amazing yet that I should definitely read? Have you read anything awful? Because I also need to know about that sort of thing so that I don't read that book. Also, I was thinking, like, sometimes I'm sort of like watching a video and I want to sort of like make some sort of comment, but I don't want to sort of like, I don't know, make it weird. Like I've never commented on that video before. Like I want to sort of like register that I watched it and I enjoyed it, but I don't really know what to say. So I saw on this one video, this person had like category emojis. Do you know what I mean? So like if you sort of watched it and you enjoyed it or whatever, and you wanted to, like, you don't have to, like, if you get to the end of the video and you're like, this emoji thing is dumb, I'm not doing it, I just want to do an actual comment, like, feel free, I don't mind. But if like you're just watching it and you're like, oh, I want to, you know, let someone know that I've, you know, participated in Shorty September and I've like watched this video, but I don't have anything to say, you could just put an emoji that's like, I don't know, like describe the last book you read in emojis. Do you know what I mean? Like, should we do that? Should we do that one? Like, describe the last book you read just in emojis. You could do that. You could also just do that if you want to, like do a comment and do that, because that sounds actually quite fun. I might do it, like as the title for this video. Or maybe not, I don't know. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching. I have to go eat dinner. James has been calling me and I kept like having to redo it and be like, okay, I'm going, but okay, I'll see you tomorrow.